Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I get to reintroduce to you for the first time in a long time, VE Tower. Today, we have the new difficulty of the life stage added into the game, double S difficulty. If you are able to clear this difficulty for the first time, you get some hero gems, which is nice, but if you are able to clear it with a high score, you get even more hero gems and rewards. So currently, it is showing that I am ranked number 36. That is not accurate. It does take a second from your scoring to update the rank. So my current score is accurate though at 14,214 points. If the ranking were to update, it just did actually. It put me at rank 5. So I am actually at rank 5, which is pretty dang decent. Ideally, you want to be in the top 10 to get the best possible rewards. So what rewards do you get if you are new to VE Tower? So if you go into the ranking rewards, first through third place, get 1,000 hero gems. That is 2 multis for free. This is like really, really good if you're able to score in the top 3. And then additionally, you get some devices that are going to allow you to change the slots on your memories, and then you also get some UR limit breaker fragments and some trophies for your hero base. The trophies for your hero base I don't really care about, but like they're there if you want them. Being in the top 10, you still get a trophy. So being ranked number 5, it still shows me at rank number 11 to 50 because I was like rank number 34 before this or whatever it said there. But being ranked number 5, I will get 750 hero gems. I will still get a trophy, and I'll get the devices as well, but just less of them. And then I still get the 2 UR limit breaker fragments. So ideally, you want to be in the top 10 if you can, but even just being in the top 50, you still get a full free multi for being in the top 50. You almost get a full multi for being in the top 100. So ideally, you're at least in the top 100 to maximize your rewards, right? Otherwise, you're looking at a lot less hero gems, like rank 10,000 and up, 25 hero gems. Not that great. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I got into rank number 5. I could definitely drop in the rankings. I probably will. We still have 16 days of this VE Tower left, and I'm sure other people will be able to score higher. I myself will be trying to raise my score a little bit. I do believe actually 14,229 is the max cap of points. I don't think you can go above that. So these people who are in first, second, and third can no longer be beaten, because it was basically just like a race of first to get there gets there, and that's the placement you get, right? So Roswald, Rosalina, and Henry have the first, second, and third place secured. However, there is still fighting for 5th place and down, so I'm actually the line. If I'm able to hit 14,229 points, then I will secure my top 10 place, but right now people can still pass me, so keep that in mind, which is crazy. So how do you score the maximum amount of points? Well, in double S difficulty, you need to do 4 turn clears, all right? And we'll talk about exactly how you get the points you need during each of those clears. I'll run through this here. It may not be a perfect run, because keep in mind, getting a perfect run requires resetting. How do you reset in case you're new to VE Tower? If you don't get the amount of crits you want, you don't get the amount of technicals you want, whatever, you don't get what you need to just close the app before you have finished whichever floor you're on, reopen the app, and then it will restart that floor for you. Okay, so keep that in mind. It does require resetting to get the perfect amount of status elements, crits, technicals, everything that you're looking for to maximize your score on the multiplier. If you do go through this for the first time, you do get 50 hero gems as you climb through these different floors just for beating it. So that's without even being in the rankings. You still get 150 hero gems, which is nice. So you want to make sure you clear this regardless of whether you're a new player or an older player. It's going to be very beneficial to you. So I'm going to show you guys my teams here. I'm going to show you my memories. Feel free to go and grab whatever memories you can, copy my teams. I don't care. I'm more than happy to let you guys use these teams here. Honestly, I didn't come up with the concepts completely by myself. What I do is I go and look at the top 10 players. I see what teams could possibly work for me, and then I kind of make a mix and match of the different possibilities and come up with my own teams based on what those people have done. So some of my memories are very similar to other top 10 players. Some of my characters are very similar. Some of them are switched up in different spots. It just just depends, right? So I'll be completely honest, I don't figure this all out on my own. Shout out to all the other players who have done this. I just go and check out theirs and try to come up with my own strategies based on that. So for the first team here, this is my floor 1 team. You have Uraraka. She is boosted. You are going to be running her for the plus ultra on turn 1. So you want a plus ultra memory on her. In this case, I have Miraculous Coordination fully DX to give 70% plus ultra gauge raise. You do need a memory like this on her. If you don't, it's going to be harder for you to score. There are other replacement memories. One such memory I actually have on this team here, which is Lend Me Your Power, increases plus ultra gauge by 70%. It's just not as good because this memory on Uraraka gives technical hits and critical hit as well. If you can have like 2 DX'd Miraculous Coordinations, it is by far one of the best memories in the game. But when you don't have it DX'd, it's not nearly as good. So keep that in mind. A lot of these memories are going to be niche and kind of required. So if you don't have these memories or characters, once again, maybe go look at the other teams that other people have built in the rankings and try to come up with your own team based on that. But I like, to be completely honest, you just you need the memories. You need to have been playing for a while to be able to put together the exact teams you want. Okay, so critical hit memory on Getzen as well as technical, a technical critical hit memory on Todoroki as well as plus ultra gauge raise. And then on team 2 here, I am running Night Eye, Endeavor, and All Might. All Might will have his plus ultra turn 2. Endeavor will have his plus ultra turn 1. I have a plus ultra memory on Endeavor once again. Increases character's plus ultra gauge by 50% when battle starts. So to get 4 turn clears, turn 1 you have to have one of your characters plus ultraing, so keep that in mind. And then on Night Eye, I have the cooldown memory to give him action skill cooldown. That is going to be important as well. Like, all these memories are very, very important. Like, I can't stress it enough. They are very important in VE Tower for anyone who is new to the game, right? And then on this team here, I have a double attack crit memory on Kaminari here that gives you more chances to hit more crits, which is nice. On Bakugo, I have the technical hit plus ultra gauge critical memory, which is nice. And then on Jiro, to give her plus ultra turn 1, I have the plus ultra gauge memory. So that's enough showing you guys my teams. Feel free to go back and pause the video at any point if you guys want to copy memories or characters. But let's hop into it. I'll show you kind of ideally how this works. Once again, it might not be the perfect run, but this is just to give you a concept of how this VE Tower is run. Okay, so on this particular floor, as long as you have Getten is a beast for VE Tower because he just does the status elements automatically. You don't even have to think about status elements. Normally, you have to count status elements. You need 5 of them to maximize your multiplier on the score. Getten will get that for you anyway, so you don't have to worry about it. Other than that, you need 5 plus ultras. You are going to need 20 critical hits. You need 10 technical hits, and in a 4-turn clear, you're looking for a 7 skill chain. If it was a 5-turn clear, you'd be looking for a 10 skill chain. There is perfect 5-turn clears, but they won't give you as many points as 4-turn clears, which is why you need to get this done in 4 turns if possible. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to use Uraraka's plus ultra. Then we're going to use Todoroki's skill Frozen Suppression here, and then we're going to use Getzen's skill here to reduce speed and also a technical hit. By the end of this, we will have 10 technicals. I've tested this team many times. This floor is probably the easiest, honestly, to achieve your goal of crits, technicals, status elements, and everything that you need. And I'm not even going to count like criticals or anything, but you guys could count the criticals and you'll see that we're getting the criticals. But it's honestly, like, I'm not worried about it. We'll be fine. We'll see how many we get in the end. So turn 2, you are going to want to plus ultra with Todoroki. Then you're going to use your skill 1 with Uraraka. And then you're going to use your skill 1 with Getten. If you're lucky, you get a stun right there, but it's not necessary. We did not get the stun, so it's fine. Todoroki burns, nice, and lands a crit. Like, you're just critting all the time with this team. You really don't have to worry much. Then we're going to go ahead and do Getten's skill 1, or sorry, skill 2. Then we're going to do Uraraka's skill 2, which is plus ultra gauge raise, and then Todoroki's skill 2, which is also plus ultra gauge raise. So that's how we get our plus ultra for all 3 characters on the next turn. As well as land our technicals. Don't miss the taps, otherwise you mess up your skill chains and you mess up your technicals, so you need to make sure you're hitting all the taps. She enters destruction mode, that's fine. And we should get all 3 plus ultras off right here. We won't do too much damage with this team, which is interesting. We should also hopefully get all 3 normal attacks afterwards. And if we don't kill her with the normals, then she kills herself due to the frost. It's typically how this goes. So let's go ahead and do our plus ultras. Uraraka should hit for 99,000 ideally. 67,000. Of course, the one time she doesn't hit the crit when I'm trying to show you guys what's happening. That's fine. The other two hit the crit, so we might still be okay. Nope, the barrier came through. Oh my gosh. All right, so there's an example of it not going exactly the way you want. I am going to reset this, and we'll see how it looks at the end. So right there, all I did to reset was I just closed the app and I reopened the app, and it asks you if you want to pick up where you left off. You hit OK, and that's what we're doing. So we're going to redo everything you guys just saw because that did not go the way it was supposed to. If Uraraka had hit the crit there, we would have been fine. But unfortunately, she didn't. So it is what it is. I think that's the first time that's ever happened to me. Normally she always hits that crit, which is crazy. If it happens again to me, I'll be like, what the heck is going on? But I think we'll be okay. All right, so we'll just continue what we were doing. Landing all the crits, which is beautiful. Status element and a crit there. Perfect. Alright, and we're already almost... Good thing about 4-turn clears, you get done with them really quickly. So we're already almost back to where we were. Another status element. Nice. We're going to be crazy on status elements. Alright, and now we do all of our plus ultras here. And hopefully it works this time. There we go, 99,000. That's better. Crit there. He should crit here. Beautiful. Get all three of those crits, and she kills herself right there. So, there we go. Or she died from the burn. That wasn't the frost that killed because she hit a barrier, but she died from the burn. Either way, it's still killed. You guys get the point. There we go. That's what we wanted. That should be a perfect 4-turn clear. So that is what a perfect 4-turn clear would look like. So if we go up and look at the stats, right, we hit our max damage. We have all 5 people still alive, which is part of the multiplier. We got 23 critical hits. You need at least 20 to get the full 50 points. So we got 3 over. That's fine. We got 10 technical hits. You need 10 to get the multiplier. If you get 9, you get 40. So you are missing points if you don't get all 10 technical hits. We got 5 plus ultra moves. You need all 5 once again. Each one's worth 10 points. We got 12 status elements. You only need 5 status elements, so we went crazy on the status elements. And then we had 7 skill chain. Ideally, you need 10 to get 50 points, but I'll take the L on the 10 points on that to maximize everything else, because when you do this in 4 turns, where you see number of turns, it is a multiplier of 1.46. The more turns you take, say it's a 5 or 6 turn clear, that multiplier goes down, so you don't get as many overall points in the end. So we ended with an overall pointage of 4,439, which I do believe is the max score for this floor. If you know something that I don't, let me know down in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that's the max score for this floor. Alright, so now for floor 2, there is a 4-turn clear possible with this team, but it's very hard to do. 5-turn clear is much easier to get a perfect 5-turn clear. I don't know if I'll be able to show you either here, because honestly, this floor is the hardest floor for me because it's so inconsistent with getting specifically status elements. So Night Eye has a status element right here where he blocks buffs. Blocking buffs is a status element. He has a status element here where he can stun, and then Endeavor has 1 status element here where he can burn. So you are able to use this skill, get 1 status element. You're able to use this one and get 2, so that's a total of 3. You're able to use this one and get 1, so that's a total of 4. And then if Night Eye is able to block buffs again, that is a total of 5 because he gets this skill back. Or if Endeavor is able to proc Hellfire, that should be a total of 6. Okay, so there's 6 chances to get status elements here, and you need to at least get 5. That makes this floor rather difficult. So we're gonna go like this. Endeavor should be plus ultra in turn 1. By the way, besides running plus ultra memories on characters, you do also have to have in their DX skill slots plus ultra gauge up by like 20 to 30% for the rate. Okay, with that said, let's do this. I don't think we block buffs there, so I'm gonna reset. Alright guys, for a minute there you won't have seen it, but I was trying to do a 4-turn clear. I've given up on that. I just want to show you guys a 5-turn clear as close to perfect as I can. If I can't get a perfect, it is what it is. You guys will get the concept. Yeah, so we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna go like this, and we'll go with the plus ultra. Hopefully we get the buff block. I can't tell if we did or not. We did, okay. No crits, but we did get the buff block. 1 crit. 2 crits. Okay, so we got 2 crits and 1 status element. Ideally right here we need to land both stuns, and then if you wanted the 4-turn clear, you would put this move on Dabi. If you wanted the 5-turn clear, you're going to put it on Muscular. The reason being, when you get to the plus ultra turn, Endeavor will like one-shot Dabi with Hellfire if you have burn on Dabi. So ideally you don't have the burn on Dabi, that way Endeavor doesn't do as much damage and doesn't ruin your run. So we're going to go for the 5-turn clear, like I said. We're going to go like this, and hopefully this will work and we'll land our status elements. We need to land all of them. Ooh, we stunned them both. Beautiful. We did not get the burn, so already the run would have been ruined if we were going for a 4-turn clear. We do have 3 status elements currently, though, so we do still have a chance. We're going to go ahead and we're going to try to buff block Dabi there and get another status element. We'll see if we're able to. Which we did. That makes 4 status elements. Muscular's dead, and I think we're actually looking okay on crits too. Now we do all of our plus ultras, and then next turn we need to land all of our status elements in order to get the full 10 skill chain. No crit there, which is actually better for us, I think. We got the crit there, which is nice. And a crit there. Beautiful. That actually worked out pretty well. Alright, now we need to land at least the stun or the burn with one of these 2, and we need all 3 of these moves to go through. We did get the stun, so we're good on status ailments. No! Sorry guys, I got a little too excited there and ripped the cord out of my phone because I was upset. Endeavor did too much damage. I should have just... I should have done the different order. I should have put Endeavor last and All Might second, and I would have been fine. I would have had the full 10 skill chain, but it's fine. You guys get the idea. This wasn't for a perfect score anyways. But if you had gotten all 10 skill chains there, you would have got the 50 points, right? And this would have been a perfect 5-turn clear. So 22 crits, 10 technicals, 5 plus ultra moves, 5 status elements, and 9 skill chains for a total of 4,712 points. We would have more points once again if I didn't mess up the skill chain. So that would be a near perfect 5-turn clear. I do need to come up with a better way to do a 4-turn clear, but for now, that's all right. This is the 1-4 that was the hardest, the 1-4 I need to adjust the most, but hopefully that gives you guys an idea of where to start. Alright, so it may look like I have too much damage here. 2 level 130 characters, but Uraraka has 777,000 health, and she can heal unless you have recovery block. She's super annoying. So we're just going to aim for damage as opposed to recovery block. You could run Toga here with a cooldown memory, but that's too much of a pain. So we're going to go ahead and do plus ultra gauge up. We're going to do the paralysis, and we're going to go for the plus ultra. This also is buff block too. We did not get the paralysis, but we did hit the crits. Hopefully this lands a confusion. We did land the confusion at least. That's good. On this particular stage, you need to land as many crits as possible. Otherwise, you're not going to have the damage you need. Did not get the confuse there. Did get the paralysis though, so that's 2 status elements. Well, 3 technically if you count buff block. So we're actually looking okay on status elements. All our skills are about to come back up. Hopefully we'll get some more right here. We needed that crit, that's perfect, and we needed that. We're in a very strong position right now to get this done. Okay, now we do all of our plus ultras here. Hopefully we land the status element with Kaminari. We did, and the crit, beautiful. We should be able to do this here. Big crit, and boom, there we go. Hopefully that was enough crits, enough status elements. I don't know, I didn't keep track, but that would be the 4-turn clear on floor 3. We'll take a look at what our score is though. Alright, so we had 21 crits, 10 technicals, 5 plus ultra moves, 7 status elements, and a 7 skill chain. That is a perfect 4-turn clear because we did get all of our critical hits, we did get all of our technicals, we got all of our plus ultra moves, we got all of our status elements, and then some, and then we had just 3 missing on the skill chain, which you're going to have in a 4-turn clear. So that is beautiful. That is a beautiful score. That is not my highest score because floor 2 is obviously messed up, but still, that overall should give us a decent score right there. Let's see. That is 14,198 points. That is very, very decent. Right now, I believe the max score once again is 14,229 points. So that could be changed by just improving that floor 2 score. Hopefully this gives you guys an idea of where to start at least. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please consider going down there, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button. And thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. Peace.